Morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. We are in Saturday morning. Our teacher for this week is Jack Cornfield, and today's message speaks about our hearts and who we are when our attention is placed on our hearts. The data is clear. When we are engaged with our hearts, we are different. On both a psychological as well as a physiological level, we are different when we place our attention on our hearts. The mind slows down and our thoughts become more rational and focused. Positive thoughts and feelings add energy to our system, and an optimistic perspective, a feeling of appreciation, a gesture of kindness, for example, are all energy assets. When we're in that state of mind, it adds to our energy. While negative thoughts and feelings deplete our stores of energy, anger, jealousy, and judgmental thoughts, for example, are energy deficits. They take away from our energy. The results of studying how our body reacts when we bring attention to our heart demonstrates a simplicity that seems almost like magic. We don't have to try and fake positivity, and we don't have to try and push away negative thoughts. We can simply bring our attention to our breath and imagine that the air flows in and out through the heart. Now open yourself to whatever you can feel in your chest as you breathe in and out through your heart. And that is enough to bring a change, a physiological change to our body. Bringing your mind into your heart is called heart and brain coherence, and it always brings your body and mind into a positive state. So a few thoughts from Jack Cornfield this morning. Look at every path closely and deliberately. Try it as many times as you think necessary. Then ask yourself and yourself alone one question. This question is one that only a very old man asks. My benefactor told me about it once when I was young, and my blood was too vigorous for me to understand it. Now I understand it. I will tell you what it is. The question is, does this path have a heart? Does this path have a heart? If it does, the path is good. If it doesn't, it is of no use. Anthony, good morning. It's great seeing you, brother. Hello. The next thought from Jack Cornfield is, if you want to love, take time to listen to your heart. In most ancient and wise cultures, it is a regular practice for people to talk to their heart. There are rituals, stories, and meditative skills in every spiritual tradition that awaken the voice of the heart. To live wisely, this practice is essential because our heart is the source of our connection to and intimacy with all of life. And life is love. This mysterious quality of love is all around us, as real as gravity. Yet, how often we forget about love. And the last thought from Jack Cornfield is, no amount of outer technology, no amount of computers and biotechnology and nanotechnology is going to stop the continuation of warfare and racism and environmental destruction. What's called for on earth at this time is really a change of heart. The question is really not the future of humanity, but the presence of eternity. Charlene, a very good morning. Hello. And Danae, good morning. Happy Saturday. I want to repeat this last sentence again because this is a topic that consumes so much of my attention, the future of humanity. The question is really not the future of humanity, but the presence of eternity. What the future of humanity needs is a change of heart right here in the present. And we can't be waiting for anyone else to start. Each of us is responsible for doing our work to bring our heads and hearts into alignment. And before any decision make, ask ourselves this question. Does this path that I'm on, does it have a heart? Because if it doesn't, perhaps I should choose a different path. Anami, very good morning. Happy Saturday. We're not doing our normal Saturday meditation. We're not doing come to your senses. We are doing heart coherence. And we haven't done that one for quite some time. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. But now I want you to add this. I want you to envision as you inhale and exhale, as your body rises and falls. I want you to envision that airway that you are breathing through, your trachea. I want you to imagine that it doesn't travel past your heart, right next to your heart, but that it travels right through your heart. Imagine every inhale passing through your heart, and every exhale passing right through the middle of your heart. And then as you imagine the air flowing in and out through your heart, try and feel it there. As you inhale and as you exhale, can you feel the air pass through your heart? Can you find a physical sensation in the region of your heart as you feel the air flow in and out through your heart? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left. Forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more time on the left. And one last time on the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you. Our meditation today is called Heart Coherence. If you want to perhaps place your hands over your heart, that'd be a great idea. Bring your attention to your heart as you take your next big breath. The Heart Math Foundation has for years been doing studies around the heart and using it as a foundation for mental health practice. And their studies are clear. When we bring our attention to our heart, we are different. In studies that ask people questions and monitor their answers to these questions, when two groups are used and one group is asked to put their attention on their heart and then after that answer the questions, it's clear that their answers all come from a place of love, much more than the other group. Jack Cornfield's quote this morning said, "Ask before you do anything. Ask, does this path have a heart?" And perhaps that's our guidance, to check in with our hearts before we do anything. Perhaps take a few moments to do this simple exercise suggested by the Heart Math Foundation. As you breathe, imagine the air flows not next to your heart but through your heart. And take a few minutes of breathing through your heart before making any decisions. Perhaps before leaving the house, before getting into the car, before starting your day. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, feel the air flow through your heart and hold your attention there once again. Take your next big breath. Throughout this meditation, and every time you take a few big breaths through your heart, feel for whatever sensation you can become aware of in your chest, and trust that your heart and your body benefits The first thing found in our bloodstream, the first change, when we bring our attention to our hearts as we breathe through our hearts, is a rise in nitric oxide levels. Very quickly, our nitric oxide levels rise. What this does is it dilates our arteries. In other words, it makes our arteries go softer and a little bit wider. It brings our blood pressure lower. And the other huge effect from nitric oxide, other than just lowering the pressure in our arteries, is that it helps clean arteries. It helps clean and prevent the buildup of plaque in our arteries. And together with that, it helps lower the inflammation. It fights inflammation in our arteries. So shouldn't this be an exercise we want to do every day? Take a few big breaths, bring your attention to your heart, feel the air flow in and out through your heart so that you can increase your nitric oxide levels and give yourself a healthier heart and cardiovascular system. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, imagine you had X-ray vision and you could see in your body how good this is for your heart. See your arteries widen. See your arteries become cleaner. Take your next big breath. The next change that is detectable in our blood when we bring our attention to our hearts is a rise in our oxytocin levels. Oxytocin, also called the love hormone. It makes us feel connected. It makes us feel love. It makes us feel loved. And it's clear that our heart feels oxytocin levels. It's why humans have forever known that the heart is where we feel love. When oxytocin rises, we feel it in our hearts. By bringing your attention to your heart, by breathing in and out through your heart, you're giving every cell in your body the experience of love. And it's clear that when we operate from a place of love, we make different decisions. Take your next big breath. And then the next change detectable in our blood with our attention on our hearts is a rise in serotonin levels, also known as the feel-good hormone. Now, we don't necessarily have to feel suddenly so much better to know that our body is already benefiting from a rise in serotonin levels. Every time you bring your attention to your heart, every time you breathe in and out through your heart, you can trust that every cell in your body benefits. Take your next big breath. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, have a conversation with your heart. Your heart has been beating for every breath you take since the day you were born. This heart has been fighting for you, and it'll be fighting for you for a good time longer. Take a moment to thank your heart, to have gratitude for this heart that clearly loves you. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time Jack Kornfield's message about the heart. He says, look at every path closely and deliberately. Try every path as many times as you think necessary. Then ask yourself and yourself alone one question. He says, this question is one that only a very old man asks. He says, my benefactor once told me when I was young, and my blood was too vigorous for me to understand it, but now I do. I understand it now. I will tell you what it is. The question is, does this path have a heart? If it does, the path is good. But if it doesn't, it is of no use. He says, if you want to love, take time to listen to your heart. In most ancient and wise cultures, it is a regular practice for people to talk to their heart. There are rituals, stories, and meditative skills in every spiritual tradition that awaken the voice of the heart. To live wisely, this practice is essential because our heart is the source of our connection to and intimacy with all of life, and life itself is love. This mysterious quality of love is all around us, as real as gravity, yet how often we forget about love. The last thought from Jack Kornfield today is, no amount of outer technology, no amount of computers and biotechnology and nanotechnology is going to stop the continuation of warfare and racism and environmental destruction. What's called for on Earth at this time is really a change of heart. The question is really not the future of humanity, but the presence of eternity. The invitation by Jack Kornfield is for all of us to look at any path that we're trying and ask the question, does this path have a heart? And can we learn over time to walk more on the paths that do? And can we learn over time to recognize the paths that don't have a heart and spend less time walking there? But for that, to even get to that, we need to be able to clearly hear the guidance from our heart, the guidance from our wisdom. And it starts with a simple practice. Bring yourself to your breath. Make it a practice every day, multiple times every day. Bring your breath through your heart. Feel your breath flow in and out through your heart. Feel the sensation that creates in your heart. And know that right now you have brought your head into your heart. And the more we do this, the more clearly we will recognize the paths that do have a heart and the ones that don't. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for my beautiful beating heart. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for this heart that has fought for every breath I've ever taken and will beat for me for a long time to come still. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning to feel my heart. Take a deep breath in. And thank you for learning to trust that every time I can feel my heart, every cell in my body benefits. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for falling in love with your beautiful heart. Gigoleta, good morning to you. It's great to see you with us. Zuluman Hello, happy Saturday to you. It's always a beautiful surprise to welcome you to the space. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Anami. Wishing you all a beautiful weekend and a deep connection with your beautiful heart. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.